I love being out on the court with her and rooting for her all the time. So I hope she takes it all the way in singles.
Jessica Pegula inspires people to put their foot out, however privileged their background might be. The billionaire heiress is popular not because of her inheritance, which makes her the richest tennis player in the world, but because of her steady resilience and talent with which she earned a career high in WTA rankings in singles and doubles as world number 3. The 29-year-old has termed herself a late bloomer. Pegula only broke into the top 100 in her 11th year as a professional player, a period that must have been very trying. With all she has had to go through, especially with her family and career lows, this highest-ranked American tennis player surely deserves every good thing that is now coming to her. One of her most notable and unarguably resounding achievements in recent history is her victory over Poland's #1's Iga Swiatek, and the excellent win shared with her teammate Coco Gauff when they emerged winners of the Miami Open doubles to become the first All-American duo to win the tournament after 22 years. Even with these achievements, Pegula's ovation has not exactly been the loudest, and she has attributed that to the fact that hers is not the typical underdog story. However, other professional tennis players have expressed their opinions about her, especially with her recent wins.
Well, her game for sure. I feel like she was more solid than
Coco Gauff and Jessica Pegula have partnered together for a while now, and each complements one another excellently in the game. Considering that they have a whole decade between them in age, their unusual pairing manages to make their partnership work so well, with coordination and their ability to top off one another's strengths. The 19-year-old Coco Gauff possesses a remarkable slice serve that threatens a returner and a quick backhand that aids her to effectively redirect a ball, while Pegula has excellent timing and consistency on her ground strokes and an inextinguishable competitive fire. They both play doubles around the world together, with Coco Gauff ranking number 6, which is just 3 ranks behind her doubles partner. The team has recorded extraordinary wins together, starting with the 2023 season with a win in February at Doha and proceeding to the historic win at the Miami Open, making them the first All-American players in 22 years to win the title. Coco Gauff plays in coordinated and well-synced movements, putting in all her efforts and strategies to claim their wins. In describing Jessica Pegula, the young American says, "Jess is a really nice person off the court, but when she gets on the court, she's all business. She's a really tough opponent, and I always have to bring my best game when I play her." In another interview, Coco Gauff says that she's one of the nicest people ever. She's older than me, she deals with all my antics when I try and say certain things. She's like my on-tour older sister in a way. I'm grateful that I can be our doubles partner, and we have created that relationship. Evidently, Coco Gauff has a ton of respect for Pegula, and the two have been quite relentless in matching each other's efforts to achieve groundbreaking wins. The 4 times Grand Slam singles champion has been on the court since her debut at age 16, when she defeated former US Open champion Samantha Stosur in her WTA Tour debut at the 2014 Stanford Classic. She further gained more popularity by defeating her all-time idol Serena Williams in the final of the US Open to become the first Japanese player to win a major singles title. Naomi is among the tennis players that Jessica Pegula has had to share the court with. Both women have played each other at least 3 times so far in their careers, with Osaka leading the head-to-head 2-1. At the 2019 China Open, Beijing Osaka defeated Pegula. 2020 Western and Southern Open in New York, Pegula defeated Osaka in the second round, and 2021 Australian Open in Melbourne, Osaka defeated Pegula in the quarterfinals en route to winning the tournament. Naomi Osaka considers Pegula a tough opponent. She says, "Jess is a really tough opponent. She hits the ball hard and has a lot of variety in her game. I always know it's going to be a battle when I play her." Jessica Pegula has played against Serena Williams only once so far in her career, at the 2020 Auckland Open final. Pegula faced off against the 23-time Grand Slam singles winner, who was trying to earn her first title as a mother. The match ended with Serena Williams' title drought after Pegula lost in straight sets to her. Both players reiterated their mutual respect for one another's game and complimented each other amicably after the match. However, the match was a significant upset for Pegula, who was ranked number 82 in the world at the time, while Williams was seeded number 8 and had won the Australian Open 7 times in her career. Pegula played a strong and consistent match, hitting multiple winners and committing fewer unforced errors. After the match, Williams praised Pegula's performance, saying, "I think she played really well. She didn't really give me a lot of chances to get back in it." Both players competed fiercely during the match. Pegula showed her admiration for Serena Williams, commenting that her power was felt in the court and she helped with her practice, and Serena equally commended Pegula's efforts. Iga Swiatek is a Polish professional player currently ranking number 1 in women's singles by the Women's Tennis Association. The Polish player has been pulling her weight on the court and has earned 12 WTA Tour level titles. The 21-year-old is the first player representing Poland to win a major singles title. A lot of players have a hard time getting past her on the court owing to her aggressive all-court style of play. The young player has managed a strong and consistent form amidst her wins, which is why she has remained at the top. In February 2023, she defended her title at the Qatar Open and defeated Jessica Pegula in the finals in straight sets. The game looked like revenge for the shocking defeat that Jessica Pegula gave Iga Swiatek at the US Cup by beating her 6-2, 6-2. The reigning number 1 left the court in tears from the embarrassing loss to the world's number 3. The two players have, however, not had any feud or disagreement to be worried about. Commenting on Jessica Pegula, Iga Swiatek said, "Jess is a really tough opponent. She's got a big serve and can hit some really big shots. I think she's someone who can have a lot of success in the future." Victoria Azarenka has won 21 WTA singles titles in her career and has been world number 1 for 51 weeks in the 2 times she held the rank. She is the first player from her region to win the Grand Slam tournament singles title. Azarenka is known as an aggressive baseliner who hits the ball in a hard, flat and early to rise manner. She is credited for building her game around controlled aggression. Victoria Azarenka and Jessica Pegula have shared the court a couple of times. At the Guadalajara semifinals, Azarenka and Pegula faced off at the WTA 1000 level for the first time in the season, and Jessica rounded her with a win in straight sets. However, in the 23 season, the former champion returned the score by beating Jessica Pegula 0-2 at the WTA Australian Open quarterfinal, which barred Pegula from proceeding. Victoria has commented on Jessica Pegula's style in light of her recent achievements, saying, "I think Jess has improved so much over the past year. She's always been a good player, but now she's really stepping up and competing at a high level." Jessica Pegula has shown her capabilities against all odds in the game of tennis, especially with her recent achievements on and off the court. She may not be the strongest tennis player in the world, but her game is clean and concise, and she delivers with such perfect timing that her efforts are simply too good to ignore. For this reason, Ashley Barty commends her, saying, "I think Jess is a really good player. She's got a lot of weapons and can hurt you from anywhere on the court. I always have to be ready when I play her." Jessica is commonly regarded for her humility and ability to recover from her lows. Currently, she is doing everything she can to maintain her place as world number 3, and she has a great future ahead of her in the game. She has proven to be one of the few people capable of rising from the lowest place to the highest place, being the current number 1 player in America. Jessica Pegula has mentioned that the consistent support shared with her family has been a major boost to her accomplishments. The 23 season has been remarkable for the US star, having cupped 1,000 ranking points with Coco Gauff, whom she plays doubles with for winning the tournament, and has recorded a lot of back-to-back wins in her competitions, and all evidence points to the fact that she has a good future in the game.